Hi guys, so just inform you that today I will talk about five different articles. One is gonna be about minimum wage increases that were discussed since December 2024 that took effect as of January 1st, 2025, and a law that was signed by Biden back in early January 2025 about Social Security expansion for state workers and public service in general, not just state government employees, but public servants in general. Information about Bernie Sanders back in early January 2025 about him being part of the Financial Committee in Congress. This is great for things about taxes like tax policy, Medicare, things like that. I propose that New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy is taking off that will provide pay full salary for family leave pay for state workers and hourly raise that has been increased in Costco for anyone who works as an employee for Costco. So let me go through this. This article is from December 2024, from commondreams.org. Record 88 U.S. jurisdictions to raise minimum wages in 2025 as federal pay for remains stagnant, meaning that the federal minimum wage is still stuck at $7.25 per hour since 2009, and it's not connected tied to inflation, anything like that, even though it should be. And there's no cost of living adjustment to it at all. So keep that in mind. That's why this is important for local and state public bodies to do something about it, and corporations to also go out of their way to assist with it. So this goes in a little bit more detail. The 88 jurisdictions include 23 states and 65 cities and counties. Of those, 70 jurisdictions are enacting wages that will reach or exceed $15 an hour for some or all employees, and 53 jurisdictions will enact a wage floor that reaches or exceeds $17 an hour for all or some workers. What does that mean? So depending on your state law about minimum wage increases, it may not include the full amount for certain workers. Farmers in general, those people who work in the field, the regular farm workers, they may not see a lot of these raises immediately. It maybe not even the full amount at all. They could make exceptions for them. People who work as waiter and waitresses may also not see it as a high amount, or it might take longer for them to see that amount. So you have to really read the law about federal minimum wages that be increasing to make sure you understand how that impacts you, depending on what type of job you have. So the states in that increase as of January 1st, 2025, so this already happened last month, include Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Vermont, Virginia, and Washington. This is just a little thing that the governor of Illinois, JB, was stating how now at least most of the workers are gonna get paid $15 an hour starting January 1st of 2025. And they're talking about how unfortunately the federal government being very stagnant about that. Now, these are gonna be some states that will not have an increase in the minimum wage. Kansas, Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, Nevada, New Mexico, and West Virginia would not increase the minimum wage of the state, which all have wages. Keep in mind, the wages are way above $7.25 an hour, which is a good thing, but they will not be increasing it again this year. So just keep that in mind. Currently, the 20 states with minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. So this is important. There's still at least 20 states that the state minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour, which again is important for the federal government to do something about this, so that people are not stuck and making poverty wages, where they had to work more than one job to get by. That's not fair for those people. So that's important to read. Either because the state minimum wage is $7.25 an hour or below. Imagine living in a state where the state minimum wage is below the federal minimum wage. Pretty crazy for that to happen. Or there's no state mandated minimum wage, so the federal dollar amount applies. So keep that in mind. If you live in one of those 20 states that just go by wherever the federal minimum wage is really tough. That's something that's not much you can do. More information about this here, and that's basically it. Um, Nothing more about this one. Let me go to the next one. This is from January 5th, 2025. You guys may have forgotten, but Biden signed a bill to increase Social Security benefits for millions of public workers. This is really good because then people who may get reduced Social Security benefits because of their position as a public servant. Now can get more Social Security benefit. They can get an increase in the Social Security's check when they retire. So this was signed, paving the way for 3 million private workers to boost their Social Security benefits. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Private servants already don't make much, and not all them are eligible for a pension. So keep that in mind. So this was passed to prevent that reduced Social Security benefits for certain private workers who also receive pension income. It repeals this. So basically, this is something that repeals what used to be something that would reduce your Social Security benefits if you receive pension. So this helps 3 million people who are dealing with that. It repeals that provision from before. So advocacy groups who lobby for the change for decades praise the change as a historic move. Unfortunately, with the attack Trump administration, Elon Musk, and who knows what Congress may do now, Social Security benefits that were expanded for private servants might be reversed. That's why it's important who you vote for. Keep that in mind. This was called the Social Security Fairness Act that was passed. That creates a way for teachers, firefighters, policemen, and other private sector workers who also receive pension income to receive increases in the Social Security benefits. Again, this is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You can pause. I'll pause the video now to kind of read more about this as I keep scrolling, so you guys can keep reading and reading more. Just goes more in detail about that. Now, Bernie Sanders, who is a U.S. Senator for the state of Vermont, this is a statement of him joining the Senate Finance Committee. What does that mean? It basically just means that he have more oversight, more control a bit to really push for better benefits regarding Medicare, Social Security, tax policies, and fair trade. So like the Fair Trade Act, those things are important. That's all regarding your pocket. So if there's anything you guys care about, and at least like the economy should be a thing you should care about, and that impacts everyone. So these things are good. You guys can pause, and review that as well for more details. This is what I was discussing earlier. This is Governor Murphy to propose full pay for New Jersey state workers on parental leave. This is from the NewJersey.com news website. This is from January 17, 2025. This is interesting because if you work for the state of New Jersey, you can get at least up to, I believe, the family leave information from what I was reading a little bit earlier about this article was 12 weeks of parental leave for basically like half a salary or less. I think they cap out at $1,018 per week, so you can get really big reduction of your salary depending on what your salary, how much it is. So over here goes in detail about how state employees who take part receive a percentage of the salary capped at $1,081 a week as of this year. So this is prior to this proposal. If this proposal becomes a bill that gets passed in the state legislature and signed by the Governor Murphy, it becomes a thing now. People can get paid their full salary up to 12 weeks at least, without the need of using paid sick time and paid vacation. This is something that the state of New York already does for the state workers. So this is something um, that New Jersey is trying to do as well. It's a good idea. I believe that this should be for all workers, not just public servants. So if you are someone who works for a private company or nonprofit organization, I believe you should also get this benefit. Should be mandated to where all types of employees should provide this to the employees. End of story. Whether you're part time, full time, shouldn't matter. That's the way I think. I would definitely would expand this to mandate for all workers. But at least it's a step that helps improve state workers because we need state government employees. Most states, we state government employees a very small percentage of the workforce. If honest, I think all states we have very small percentage. We have to do a lot of work for millions of people depending on your job, and it's not easy. So this is a good thing. As I said earlier in the other articles, you can pause and read this more in detail. Some more information about this. They're going a little bit of history about it, the current family leave law. Now I'm going to talk about the Costco, how the company Costco is going to raise the hourly pay for most U.S. store workers to over $30 per hour. This is great news. This was back in January 31st, 2025. We already been hearing a lot of stuff about Costco. Personally, I know a lot of people who said they love shopping at Costco. I've read on Reddit and other websites, especially Reddit, where people who work there, they get paid pretty decent well in comparison to other warehouses and wholesale clubs, more specific wholesale clubs, where people work at warehouses and in retail, usually don't get paid that much unless they're more manager and above positions. So this is pretty good. So retailer Costco wholesale will increase pay for most of its hourly U.S. store workers to more than $30 an hour, according to a memo sent to employees this week. So this is back in January 30, 2025, last month. So this is just good news. I know a lot of things been going on lately. A lot of negative situation with the federal government, especially due to Trump, Elon Musk, and the rest of the Republican Party. But at least this is some good news for people to know about. So it's not always something negative happening every day, even though mostly that's what it seems to be happening. But at least you guys can have an idea. So the company will increase hourly pay for its top of the scale employees over the next 3 years, with their pay rising by $1 to $30.20 per hour in the first year and extra $1 each in the subsequent 2 years, according to this memo. So the pay hike comes after Costco Teamsters Union members said early this month that they voted in favor of a nationwide strike as they enter final rounds of talks to reach a new contract ahead of January 31st deadline. Again, it's great that company is doing this, but why are they doing this? It's because of a union, the Teamsters. They're one of many labor unions. I keep telling this to people. Labor unions are not your enemy. For the most part, labor unions are the reason why we even have any worker rights. If it wasn't for labor unions and people striking and protesting and sometimes rioting when needed, we wouldn't have worker rights. You should be working as long as the employer wants, pay you as little as they want, if at all, and you have no life. So again, unions are a good thing. You want to expand union rights and your right to have to form unions. Not to basically want to expand two things for unions or three things: collective bargaining, ability to easy to collective bargaining, expand how much can be included in the collective bargaining. Two, you want to make sure that you also have easy time joining a union, whatever kind of union you're available that you're eligible to join. And three, you also want to make have an easy time be able to form unions. Those are basically three ideas you want to keep improving once it comes to labor unions. So people against unions is most likely lack of education of what unions actually do, unfortunately. The union, which represents more than 18,000 workers at Costco, said at the time that 85% of its members voted to authorize a strike. That's a good thing. So that's basically the article. It's good information. It's really passionate comes to do the right thing. So as of today, I'll say this is all I have for now. I'll give more update information on more recent things that happened this month, the last couple of days later on. But let me know what you guys think of all these news. Put it, just comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree with any of these things, disagree with probably servings, getting higher social security benefits now. But then, if you disagree with that and why you disagree or why you agree, let me know if you agree with Costco raising the hourly wage for certain workers. If you agree with what New Jersey is trying to do for against state workers, getting full pay for for using family leave. If you agree with Bernie Sanders being part of the financial committee in Congress, if you agree with that, and if you're happy with the federal minimum wages increasing, sorry, if you're happy with the state minimum wages increasing in certain states, cities, and counties. If you agree with that, if you disagree, let me know. If you like this video, again, just like and subscribe. Watching this on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, but also like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And again, comment also in the TikTok video. And I'll reply to as many people as I can. All right, guys, have a good day.